facing the police every single day.
Hey, Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and we got to do a story on this dirt bag right here. This is the new Lee County Sheriff, and this was appointed by Rick Scott, and we've been hearing horror stories about this guy for a long time, how he does not even deserve this position, and the only reason why he got this position is because he can, when it comes election time, he could get a shitload of money for whoever he was near. We heard he helped get the very corrupt guy in Collier County sheriff elected, Rambosk. Then he helped get a shitload of money for Lee County sheriff Mike Scott. And poof, isn't that amazing? Now he's Lee County sheriff, appointed by Rick Scott, who is an idiot. So we've had this story for a while where this piece of crap took advantage of this. Where is she? This lady right here. This lady had a lot of money stolen from her, I believe is what I heard. And she was going to the Lee County Sheriff's Office to help him try to find the bad guy that stole the money from her. Well, this piece of crap saw her coming in and out for, doing this story where the money was stolen. And and this lady's in a vulnerable time in her life because a crap load of money was stolen. And this predator took advantage of her and got her pregnant. But since he was just appointed sheriff, he sent her some really nice messages about how that he really doesn't want the baby right now. And can you please, he's pretty much just hinting, can you kill the baby? It's going to ruin my career. So I'm trying to get to those. Okay, we're not there yet. I waited for my lace for that. I'm hurt that you say that. I don't know, Monday. Yes. Also, after, oh, by the way, this is his email, too, if anybody wants to say hi. Also, he's saying, like I said, kill the baby. It's going to ruin my career. This is completely unfair to every. Okay, here we go. Yes, I feel absolutely do not want a child at this position in my life and career. This is completely unfair to everyone. Please not use my work phone to communicate. I absolutely do not want a child, and I hope you understand. There are many reasons that I go beyond you and I. I beg you, please not to have this child. Beg is an understatement. It's a child who deserves two parents, especially at this stage of my life. I just got fucking promoted, man. Now I can fucking fuck a bunch of women that are in distress and take advantage of them. You're going to ruin that. Wow. Please do not ruin my life. I beg you, please consider what I'm saying. Do you know how many people I can fuck now I'm in this high position of power? Please do not have this child. I beg you. I can do it. I can barely take care of me. Please, Deanna. I can only beg you and tell you what and feel and why I do not want a child. Please, please, please think about what I'm saying. It's not fair to my career and how many women I can fuck that are in distress like I did you. So sorry. It's not right for us to have a child. I truly believe it is not right. What else? We got some more. And almost everyone here, I'm not sure, you have to keep it confidential. I do not want a child. I'm absolutely against it for countless reasons. Like I'm in a position of high power. I can fuck more women and take advantage of them in a vulnerable time like I did you. I didn't want one with my wife ruined, and certainly not at this time in my life. The best option is not to have it. I do not want a child. Absolutely with certainty, I do not want a child. The best option for you is to have a child. The best option is not to have a child when you're a grandmother. That I don't get that one. I appreciate you protecting me as always you will. I don't mean to be mean. I'm just telling you what I feel. Kill the baby. Not my goal. Hope you're okay. I'm trying to talk to you into it. I am not trying to talk you into an abortion, but trying to say why I believe not having a child is best. Then what the fuck else is it, you ass fuck? I'm not purposely making it difficult. I hope you're feeling okay. I'm sorry. I didn't steal at work. What else do we got? And then there's more over here. This is the ones where she actually showed him a picture of... oh, there's a pregnancy test. That's awesome. I have lived my entire life helping people and never hurt anyone in my life. For you to say that scares me. So he's already trying to twist crap on her, making her the bad person. Jesus Christ, you're the one that took advantage of her, you fucking predator asswipe. Then, after she confronted him with this, all of a sudden people are calling her and making threats. Isn't that weird? I would never tell anybody to call you and threaten. Other reason I didn't want to have a child, I have always been a person who helps everyone, never hurt anyone in my life. Really? You're talking about killing a baby. How is that not hurting someone? And a baby is a person and a human. Trust you and twist my words and what I say you want them to mean. Cops do that all day long. Woohoo! Pregnancy test. Busted. Asswipe. That's funny, too. In these two, she's saying, do you have any sexually transmitted diseases and/or diseases? It is, oh man, it's awesome. Talking about, yeah, people calling again. I absolutely never given anyone, yeah, right, you guys are freaking criminals. Time machine, because I illegally got my position. Bragging about I'm speaking to 300 people because I illegally got my position from somebody that lied to called Rick Scott and said, I'm a good guy and I got a lot of experience. He doesn't have shit. I'm not trying to be mean in any way. I literally worked in the same hours. Okay, Grandma. I told you what I felt and why I did. I told you at this stage of my life, amount of works, I didn't want a child, especially when I just got illegally promoted and I don't deserve it at all, but I raised a bunch of money for campaigns. We people not together as a couple, you said you don't have to do anything with this. I will argue back and forth. I'm sorry you feel the way you do. Oh, man. What a dirtbag, and he is your Lee County Sheriff. He does not deserve to be reelected. This is coming up in 2 years. This is beyond understanding. I will get an attorney. Oh, see, there you go. Got a lawyer up. I don't want to slam it or express my help you would now. And don't want to have a child with someone you're not with. I'm so sorry it worked out. I'm so sorry. I will text you close the business day with tomorrow with the information. I need to talk to my lawyer. I cannot talk to you anymore because you're ruining my career that I did not deserve to get this job. Wow. Oh, can't talk to you anymore. Talking to a lawyer. He told me to shut up because I'm going to ruin it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So there you go. This dirtbag right here, this super predator, took advantage of a lady that was in distress at that time, impregnated her, and said, kill the baby. It's going to ruin my life. Take a goddamn country back, like our founding father said.
Lee County's new sheriff. Just a little more than a month after Carmine Marceno was sworn in as Lee County's new sheriff, he's now dealing with an increasingly public legal battle. I'm Patrick Nolan.
And I'm Jane Monreal. We have been trying for days now to get the sheriff's response to the paternity suit that's filed against him. The woman who filed it says he is the father of her unborn baby. And she tells me she filed that suit to keep him from having contact with the child.
Congratulations, Sheriff Marceno. You're in charge.
When Carmine Marceno was sworn in as sheriff on October 1st, the ceremony was held at McGregor Baptist Church. With his hand on his heart, he stood between Sheriff Mike Scott, who was retiring, and Governor Scott, who appointed Marino to the rest of Scott's term. Marino promised accountability.
To use this opportunity to make this the greatest and safest county there is.
But behind the scenes was a very personal drama that was about to go public. In court, Deanna Williams filed these documents Monday as part of a lawsuit for paternity against Sheriff Marceno. In the documents, she says she wants sole custody of the unborn child, claiming the father does not wish for the child to be born. Only on Fox 4, after long discussion, Deanna finally agreed to an on-camera interview about the paternity lawsuit she filed and her reason for speaking publicly for the first time.
Why now file a paternity suit?
I wanted to give him a little bit of time to get to the point where he could absorb things and have a rational conversation about it. I wanted him to realize that this child is going to be born. We are having a baby, and he needs to discuss this, and like most parents do, and discuss all of those issues that come along with having a baby.
Deanna claims he has insisted she terminate the pregnancy so vigorously that she's scared.
I am concerned about his level of desperation, the tone in his voice, the panic that abortion was the only way. He was so adamant that anything else was absolutely wrong, that I could not have this child, that I would not have this child, that I would not under any circumstances.
Deanna and her attorney say those statements are the reason they're asking a court to keep Marceno from having contact with the baby after it's born. On the document it reads, the court should establish a parenting plan with the following provisions. No time sharing with the father. This schedule is in the best interest of the child because the father does not wish for the child to be born nor to accept the child into his life. In the alternative, the mother requests supervised time sharing for the father. We tried to get the sheriff's response to these claims and were told the Lee County Sheriff's Office is declining a request for an interview. This is a personal matter being handled by the sheriff through his attorney. So we called Sheriff Marceno and his attorney.
My name is Jane Monreal, calling from Fox 4 News.
And sent other emails and texts in our quest to get you answers. We could not get any access or comment from the sheriff, so we checked to see when the sheriff was last in the public spotlight. We found this social media post from the sheriff's office on October 18th, in which the sheriff poses with a state representative. The post says the sheriff gave a tour of the office during the meeting. Since Marceno was appointed by Governor Scott, we asked the governor if he has anything to say to you about this. No response. Since the office of sheriff is normally an elected and always a partisan office, and Marceno is Republican, we reached out to the Lee County Republican Party. No response. So we reached out to the man who gave Marceno his political blessing to take over his old job. Mike Scott told us by phone he stands behind Marceno as sheriff.
I have full faith and confidence in Carmine professionally.
Scott also said he's not involved in Marceno's personal life, but has been in contact with him.
I just know pretty much what I've seen and heard publicly. Obviously, I've spoken with Carmine a little bit about it, but and have, of course, encouraged him to, understand that, again, like everyone else pretty much on the planet Earth right now, there's generally a professional side and a personal side. And sometimes they can become commingled.
But the lawsuit only refers to a personal relationship. We asked her about the wording in the suit, quote, the father does not wish for the child to be born.
He told me that pregnancies can end in other ways than abortion.
Was that on the phone?
That was on the phone, and I asked if that was a threat, and I asked him to clarify that. And I think he said something like, "Hun, come on, you've got to realize, you've got to do what's right."
We also heard from someone who seems to have a unique perspective in the story. As a former prosecutor, Chris Crowley is familiar with the law. He also says he's acquainted with Sheriff Marceno and is a friend of Deanna Williams.
He was very nervous, very afraid, was kind of being bullied by the sheriff to have an abortion, and she wanted to keep the child. And I tried to kind of mediate the process.
Did you reach out to the sheriff?
I did. I left a message on his cell, but he never got back to me.
How long ago was that?
About a couple weeks ago. I was trying to see if we could maybe work something out quietly in mutual before, because I'm a certified mediator, but it just never happened.
Crowley tells me he offered to be a go-between for Deanna and the sheriff. Deanna says she was monogamous with the sheriff. Crowley says the sheriff has not taken a basic but crucial step he offered to assist with.
I didn't do the paternity test myself, and it hasn't been done, but as far as I know, this is the sheriff's child.
Without the sheriff responding to our repeated requests to share his side of the story, Deanna's words are all the community has to go by for now.
I would like for him to take care of his responsibilities. This is his child too. I wish he cared. It's very hard. I don't know what it's like for a child to be born with one parent who cares and one parent who not only doesn't care, but absolutely does not want him or her to be born. It's hard to think about.
Marceno was appointed to finish 2 years of Mike Scott's 4-year term, and then he'll have to run for re-election after that.
Hey, Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube, and there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.